Hello there, everyone. I'm Richard, and welcome to YouTube Foundry. What we're going to be doing on this channel is showing you how to set up your YouTube account and your YouTube channel so that you too can start making money on YouTube. Now, we're going to cover everything. We're going to start right at the basic. I'm going to assume that you know nothing about how to get started on this, and we're going to start right with the very first step, which is creating an email account that you will use to tie your account. Now, there's actually going to be two email accounts that you're going to need. Those email accounts are going to be used differently. The first email account we're going to create is the one to which we're going to tie our YouTube channel. Now, that's going to be important. That's the channel that YouTube uses to associate with your channel and uses to communicate with you. But there's going to be a second email account, and that's going to be the publicly facing email account. We want to create that one to put on your profile. That way, when people want to get in touch with you, whether it's viewers or whether it's vendors wanting to strike a deal with you or somebody wanting you to promote their product or ads that you're inevitably going to get, it'll go to that email account and not to the account that's tied to your channel. Now, the reason we do that is we want to protect your channel. We want to protect it from hackers and those nefarious individuals that might want to get hold of your channel email, get into your channel account, and alter it or change it or hack it in some way. And we want to avoid that. So if we have separate email accounts, it's really going to help. So you'll actually end up setting up two email accounts, and I'll walk you through all of that. Once we get all of that done, we're going to do all the other stuff. We're going to show you how to set up your channel. We're going to show you how to access that channel, how to create content and upload that content, how to edit content, how to use the YouTube analytics, how to use the YouTube studio, all the things that are necessary to help you to be successful with your channel. We're going to try to help you with here at YouTube Foundry. So with that, let's get into this video where we're going to look at how to set up your email accounts. So the first thing that we have to do is go to youtube.com. And we're going to set up an account here. Now, when I click on sign in, and I go to youtube.com, I get this button up here at the top that says sign in. Now, if you're already signed in to a Google account or a YouTube account, this will look a little different. But if you haven't signed in yet, or if you're signed out, you'll get this button up here in the upper right that you can see. It says sign in. And I'll highlight this with the magnifier so you can see it there. There's that big sign in button. Now, what I'm going to do is click on that button. It's going to bring up this screen. Now, that brings up this screen because I've got several Gmail accounts, and this is just two of the Gmail accounts that I have. Now, the EagleVids2024 at gmail.com is actually my public-facing email account that I use on all my YouTube channels. So if you've got some YouTube or Gmail accounts already open, this may show up. But if it doesn't, you may get this next screen. If this shows up, you click on Use Another Account, and when you do that, it's going to bring up this next screen that you're going to see. So on this screen, this is where we can tell it to create a new account. If you already have an email account, you can set it up. But if you want to create a new email account, we're going to go down here to the bottom of this window where it says Create Account, and we're going to click on that. Now, what we want to do next is click on down here where it says for work or business. You could use my personal site. That'll work too. You can use either one of those. I'm going to use the for work or my business link because I'm setting this particular channel up as a business. So we're going to click on for work or my business. And we're going to click on that. And it's going to give us this here. Which do you want to use? Now, I'm going to choose the Gmail address that's just for me, that's no cost. You can get the one that's for your company if you want to pay. Certainly gives you a lot more storage. If you're going to be uploading a lot of stuff, gives you a lot more storage. I don't upload that much stuff, so I'm just going to go to the Gmail address that's for me at no cost. Gives me 15 gigabytes of storage in Google Drive. So I'm going to get a Gmail address. Now, I'm going to set up this email address. I will tell you that before you do this, you ought to do some searching to make sure that the email address you want to use isn't already being used. I've set up an account and done some searching for the email address I want to use for this channel, and I know that that particular email address has not been used yet. Now, it's going to ask you here for your first name and your last name, but the last name is optional, okay? You can see that right here. The last name is optional. You don't have to put that in, so I'm not going to put that in. I'm just going to say Richard, And just to demonstrate, I will not put in my last name here, and I'm going to hit next. It will next ask you what your birthday is and your gender. Now, I'm going to hide these from you, but I'm putting these into the screen now. So I'm going to pick my month. I'm going to pick my birthday and type that in, and then I'm going to type in my birth year. And I'm now going to pick my gender. And you can pick female, male, rather not say, or custom. So I will pick the right one. I'm actually going to just pick male. And it tells you, if you want to know why they're asking for your birthday or gender, it tells you that. You can go look at that. But I'm going to click on next. I go to next. It's going to ask me for the email address that I want. Now I can get, first of all, it's going to ask me to put in an email address if I already have one. If I don't, I'm going to get an email address instead. So I'm going to click on that. And it asks me what username I want to use. Now, it's going to put the @gmail.com on there automatically. You can see that right here on the screen where that's already part of what you're typing in. All you're typing in is the first part of the email name, of the user name. And I'm going to type that in. And again, I will block that because I don't want the general public seeing this particular email address. So let me type that in. And I've typed that in. I'm going to hit now next. Okay? And because I've searched for this, I know that there is not an email address like this out there. So I'll click on it, and now it's going to ask me for a password. So you're going to have to create a password for this, and it needs to be a fairly secure and strong password that you need to type in. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show you that password, but I am going to type one in. So let me type in a password for this account. And I'm going to write that down on a piece of paper so I do not forget it. And let's type it in to confirm it. And I'll hit next. And they match this time. And now it's going to want a recovery email address. So I'm going to type in that email address that I told you earlier is my public-facing email address. And I'll hit next. And so now I have my account and I'm ready to, I've got my Gmail account. I'm ready to go set up my channel. So that's all you have to do to set up your YouTube account email address. Now, if you want to set up a second email address, that is your public-facing email address, you go through the same process all over again. And I recommend that you do that. So now we've got a lot of information that it gives us about privacy and terms. I think you should look through this and read through it and then agree to it. And you got to confirm your personalization. And you're ready to go with YouTube. So that's all there is to it. You've set up your Gmail account. That's going to be the account that you're going to associate with your channel. You're ready to go set up your channel. And that's going to be our next video.